Hello again. Very nice program right here for you today. For those of you who are having trouble with your directionality or your direction, right? If you tend to pull the shots to the left or you tend to hit the shots to the right, it's very important for you to understand that the golf swing is not a straight line. It forms an arc, okay? So if I swing the club back and through without stopping, all right, you'll notice the blur of the club. See how it forms right next to this line here? You'll see how the golf club is forming a wonderful arc. So it moves inward here, comes back from the inside, and from here moves back to the inside towards the target. So there are no straight lines in the golf swing. So that means depending on where you place the ball on the arc is what's going to create your shot. So if I take the ball and I move it back in the arc over here, and this is the center of my stance, when I get behind the ball, you notice that my club from the forward angle looks open, but it's actually square to my arc line. See that? So this shot will tend to move to the right, but it will not slice. It will stay straight, okay? Now, as I move the ball forward in the arc, now the club's coming around and my ball will tend to start much straighter. And then if the ball is too far forward in the arc toward the front foot, then the ball will have a tendency to start to the left. Then things start to move to the left side. Now, it's important, first and foremost, that you have a consistent arc in your golf swing, okay? Which means that when you swing the club back and through, that your body, as your body is turning out of the way to allow the arms to swing in this direction, you want your body to turn in a very, very centered manner. Imagine a washing machine, and the washing machine is spinning very centered. The energy from the center of the machine plasters the clothing to the perimeter. Then the water can get sucked out of the clothing. So if I have my golf ball here, and my body is the center of my body is moving around a lot, well, it's going to be very difficult for me to be consistent in my golf swing. The more centered I stay, the more the club gets pulled away from my body, the wider the arc of my swing is going to be, and the straighter my shots are going to be. So I'm going to play the ball close to the center position, okay? And then feel a nice centered movement, and you see that the ball is going to start very straight. If I play my ball more back in my stance, get behind the ball, then the ball is going to have a tendency to move a little bit more to the right. So I'm going to move this a little bit further away from the rubber, get behind it. So you notice that ball started more to the right, but not as far right as you think, okay? And if I play the ball more forward in my stance, now that bag is in danger, all right? So here we go. Notice now the ball is moving more to the left. So the way you position your ball on your arc, in your stance, will determine how straight and how far your ball will go. Now, if you have the ball in the proper position, and the ball still goes to the left, you need to focus on staying more centered. So if I move my center, I move the whole arc to the side. So if I stay stuck here, so you see what happens now? I'm going to have a tendency to miss the golf ball. I will top the golf ball, I will hit the ground before the ball, I will swing more to the left because now I've moved the ball more forward in the arc. And if I don't stay centered coming through, well then I will tend to hit more in front, the ball will tend to move more out to the right, and I will tend to hit the ground very hard as well. So again, the more centered you stay, the straighter and further the ball is going to go. So the next segment that you're going to see, we're going to get into the drills that are going to help you stay much more centered in the swing to get more power and more accuracy, because those two go together. Talk to you soon.